Hey guys, so you know what time it is. It's time for Proverbs chapter 13, our daily wisdom dive. So Proverbs chapter 13 starts off by echoing some statements that were previously discussed in chapter 12, specifically reminding us about speech and the fact that we need to take account for our words and pay careful attention to our words, because again, it's reminding us that our words don't only affect us, but it affects others as well. So with that being said, we're just going to go ahead and take our dive into Proverbs chapter 13. Good and wise speech brings many blessings, including prosperity. If you guard your mouth, you will preserve your life. But people who are known to talk a lot always gets in trouble. Someone once said it this way: we have two eyes so we can see a lot, two ears to hear a lot, but one tongue guarded by our teeth and lips to indicate that although we see a lot and hear a lot, we should speak very little. Lazy people desire a lot, but always have nothing because they're never willing to put in the work that's required to get what they wish for. But people who work hard will prosper, both physically and spiritually. Wicked people love lies, and other people find them repulsive and shameful. People who pretend to be rich are most times poor, but the person who pretends to be poor is in most cases rich. Now, from a spiritual perspective, it's important to note that someone may have a lot of material wealth, but in the end, they may be deemed to have nothing, because when it truly matters, wealth is of no value. When it comes to spiritual things, the material wealth that you have on this earth is of no value. But a rich person who pretends to be poor out of generosity to others will oftentimes be rich both in this life and the next. The price that a rich person pays for their life is by giving up their wealth. And in most cases, people are poor because they simply reject wisdom. People who focus on exalting themselves almost always do so at the expense of other people. Easy money, or money that's earned dishonestly, quickly fades away. But the money of someone that's acquired bit by bit through their hard work will be multiplied. Delayed fulfillment of dreams and desires grieves the heart of the person who desires them. But once those dreams are fulfilled, that person's heart is full of gladness. God's word is a continual source of life, and it keeps those who constantly follow it away from trouble. Good and godly sense leads to a good reputation. Wisdom does not only concern the mind, it is a way of life as well. An unreliable messenger always gets into trouble, but a messenger who is reliable and trusting brings healing. When a person's desires come to pass, they are pleased, but the foolish are so in love with doing evil that they find it disgusting to turn away from evil. Now, who you hang out with says a lot about you. Birds of a feather flock together. If you walk with the wise, then you will become wise. But if you hang with the foolish, you will remain in your folly. The blessings of a good and godly man enables him to leave an inheritance for his generations to come. And those blessings and inheritance may be material wealth, but they also include a good reputation and goodness all around. God uses the wealth of the sinners to bless the godly. Refusing to discipline your child is a huge mistake, but proper discipline comes with wisdom and love and is done promptly, so that there is a connection between the error of the child and the discipline. God blesses the just and godly with more than enough, and they are satisfied. But the life of the foolish and the wicked is filled with scarcity. So that's my quick rundown for Proverbs chapter 13. Those were some of the points that I was able to pull out of this chapter. I would love to hear what you were able to walk away with. So let me know down in the comments below some of the important points that stood out to you. And join me here tomorrow where we take our dive into Proverbs chapter 14. Bye guys.